Hey guys, this post is for just Freshwater Family. I'm sure you're all aware of the murder of George Floyd and what's happening up in Minneapolis and the subsequent riots and protests that are happening not there but around the nation. And before we just quickly dismiss this and say it's just the riots or people wanting to steal things and take advantage of the protests and go farther beyond, before we just throw that out, Martin Luther once said, riots are the language of the unheard. Riots are the language of the unheard. So the question is, what are we not hearing? And over and over again, what our African American brothers and sisters are saying is there's a systematic problem with racism in our country that goes from the highest positions in our country of influence and authority all the way down to the individual. Racism is alive and well. Injustice is alive and well. This is more of the same for them. And over the weekend, someone posted here in Wadsworth. I'm just so glad this isn't here in Wadsworth. Folks, if you think racism isn't in Wadsworth, it's only because you're in a predominantly white town. I'm in a predominantly white town, and so it's not in front of us. And most likely, you and I, if we're saying that, we're not in any meaningful relationship with an African American. This past week, right? Family in Freshwater, an African American man is getting texts all week long threatening his life. We're going to come beat you up. We're going to come jump you. Calling him the N-word over and over again. This guy's done nothing. I know this guy. This is our church family. This is in Wadsworth, and this is in all these communities around Wadsworth. So I just want you to know this is happening in Wadsworth, and it has been happening all along. Racism is alive and well. Injustice is alive and well here in Wadsworth community and the communities around it. There's just more white people, so you don't see it. And I don't see it, right? And I'm not saying this to make everybody feel bad about whatever being white. That's not it. What I'm saying is, what does it look like for us to hear? What does it look like to come alongside those, our African American brothers and sisters, and take a step towards them? And Martin Luther says, look, darkness can't drive out darkness. This is Christ, right? Darkness can't drive out darkness. Hate can't drive out hate. Only love can do that. Only love gets rid of darkness. Only love gets rid of hate. And so the question is, going forward, what does this look like for us to listen and to hear and to come alongside our African American brothers? And so if you're sitting there going, I don't want to just leave everyone here just going, oh, I feel bad about whatever. Call people up. Don't text them. Don't Facebook them. Call them up and go, how are you doing? And ask them and listen to them and hear them and stand beside them and tell them, hey, how can I help? Is there anything I can do? And stand shoulder to shoulder when injustice happens and get out in front of them maybe. I don't know, just this impacts us. This impacts Freshwater. Let's just love some people. Call them up, ask them, make sure they're doing okay. And they may not even be in Wadsworth, but maybe you know some of the African Americans in your life. Call them up. That's all I got.